A warning to our more sensitive viewers.
Yo, what up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Coming at you with my, more clarity involved headset. So you cannot hear all the static and popping and all that stuff. I mean, I was gonna try to cycle between the two, but it's just I got so comfortable using the wireless one, and then the other wireless one, I gotta do some weird thing where I gotta adjust the sound, and then maybe if I play some more multiplayer games with my friends, they can tell me how loud or quiet my thing is. Because last time I did a whole recording, full on 20 plus minutes, and it's the audio barely came through with that headset, so I gotta adjust the mic volume, this, that. But here we are. Happy Sunday, everybody. Yep, I'm watching the video right now. Myron Gaines just going in on Akash again. And I would have left this alone had it whatever. I have all my shit going on and stuff. I pretty much said everything I need to say about my opinions and my thoughts on it, in the previous video, the endless suffering video. But I think a follow-up is more than necessary because I was kind of naive, right? I thought to myself that these videos that people are finding, they're buried ancient history type of things, podcast that was from a year ago, 2 years ago. No, this is pretty recent, and this bitch does not stop talking shit. I repeat, Ghislaine, this stupid bitch, just does not stop talking shit. And I like how not just her, but also her husband, they're trying to manipulate everybody into thinking that this is some misunderstanding, or what she did was in the past exclusively, or she was just joking, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Think about this, right? I get a job working at Sesame Street. I'm Big Bird. I get into this gigantic animal puppet thing, right? Whatever it's called. And yeah, that's my job. And then off camera, right? Even though I have my mask on, right? You don't know that it's me as Big Bird, but off camera I'm juicing, I'm cussing at people, I'm gambling, I'm making bets, and then I'm doing hardcore drugs and all this stuff. And then I say some things about these kids. It's hey, these kids, I pull a Hassan, and I'd be old enough to count, old enough to mount. So bullshit ass fucking way of thinking. Of course they're not gonna want me to be a fucking Sesame Street character anymore. They're gonna be oh, what the fuck, dude? Why you gotta be like that? And it's yeah, of course, right? You should have known better. But when you don't know better, when you're Sikh level retard, yeah. I woke up today, shoveling the snow. The Sikhs are so pissed at me. I'm bringing all this shit up. And it's dog, we are the same age. Me and Jaskar are the same age. How come you don't have any beef with that guy and just me? It's because they want to cover for each other. They want to cover for themselves. Akash is very much the same way. He doesn't want to admit that he's in the wrong, that his wife's a fucking hoe. He's trying to that sob story. I was I listened to it. I watched this a YouTube video talking about it. There's just so many. After Myron Gaines, I can just go down the list of Akash videos that I was watching just by going through my fucking history. Let's see. Myron, Too Lazy to Try dropped a new video today. Yeah, some other things. Hassan's crashing out. What else? Oh shit. I was trying to get some space between that, because again, we got Myron Gaines X, we got and Myron just dropped a brand new video. We got Random University, we have Jew Almighty, we have, oh my god, this is all the cash. Levin Party Clips, even LTG's chiming in. I made a video saying happy birthday to Dale, and I actually got some views. I got 81 views, which is big for me. My shadow banned ass fucking channel got 81 views, my guy. racist and like misogynistic ways, the views and stuff. So like you get the idea. Like there's so many fucking videos about this guy that like I try not to watch his videos straight. Okay, so we got the good rant, another video about Akash. Fuck. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? See, I'm trying to space. I'm trying to space. Watching myself actually. Rom, R-O-M. Making a lot of videos about Akash. Yeah, the veterans, they regret fighting in World War II. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, yo, what's the point of you fighting in World War II if you're just gonna turn around and then like whatever, right? Yeah, but that's besides the point. The point that I'm trying to get at is like this is gonna be a never-ending bullshit story. Like, okay, I could just go on my YouTube's recommended. Let's see. First thing. Oh, what do you know? Not Akash. Any shorts? Nope. I think it's gonna die down soon, but I guarantee. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Here we go. You get Andrew Schultz jumping in. We got Warriors Way Home. It's just never ending with this guy. It's never ending. Never ending, dude. Like the craziest thing about this whole conclusion to this whole thing is like I said before, all brown mans and their relationships between their women is just gonna be like put under such a fucking scope of scrutiny because for years, and I've been witness to this for years, people have looked at like, you know, other ethnicities, like primarily black people or Hispanic people or whatever, and they say, oh no, infidelity, oh no, they're not gonna like, you know, make it, they're not gonna work out, they're just gonna be like a broken home and stuff like that, and they hear like these horror stories from back in the day. Well, like, you know, I hate to admit this. Well, actually, I don't really give a fuck. But like a lot of brown people, dude, they go through the same bullshit. Like the baby mama drama, they go through that bullshit too, man. Okay, I got like these. They're not even related to me. Like I have this family that my parents know from back in Guyana, and they had kids, and they have a daughter, dude. And you want to know why I'm so pissed at this girl? She got married on my birthday, so she forced me to go to her fucking stupid ass wedding on her birthday. And not only did she do that, right? None of the in-laws, so none of the groom side of the family came through, right? So this stupid fat bitch got married. Like my, I call him my uncle. We're not related and shit. Like he's just like looking at me, and then I'm just like, "Yo, this is my birthday. You know that, right?" And it's just like, and it was just like one of the worst days I've ever like fucking lived in my life. And you want to know why I bring this shit up? It's because this stupid ass bitch went out, had sex with her husband. You know, they just fucking rushed her off to get married and shit, right? And then had a kid by this fucking guy. And then the guy left her. And then she became like insanely obese. And you think it will end just there? No, she hoed the fuck out, found another man to have sex with, and then yo, that guy left her too. So 2 kids, right? No husband, no man around. Understand how this is gonna go down? Like, yo, this isn't like some kind of like, oh, it's the urban youth, it's the inner city people, it's like black people or Hispanics or like whatever ethnicity you want to throw under the bus to make yourself look better. Nah, man. Yo, brown folk, they gotta look at their own actions and be held accountable for it. Like, we have to find an understanding why brown, like not all, but a lot of brown girls are whores, because Jazz Lane is making these videos, like they're recent, like the last one was like 4 days ago, and like not only is this dumbass like so utterly pathetic and delusional as to not understanding the gravity of the situation, right? But she's also like her subscriber count is 2,000. Okay, I say a lot of stupid shit, and I tell my viewers whatever. Don't subscribe to me. Don't whatever. Comment nothing. Like if you can avoid it, because not only am I shadow banned, but that's just gonna put you in like a compromising position and shit, right? Because like I can't speak my mind, knowing that like okay, I'm on a website that wants to basically publish all the video makers, give them commercials and like corporate advertising, you know, whatever, clean up their image, so to speak, right? and I'm out here just like speaking mad amounts of shit, man, mad amounts of shit because I that's what I like to do. Right? That's what I do, man. I like to just cut to the chase, if you will. And I think that like in the case of this like issue with like the brown people, we have to start looking at them as like garbage, as trash, because that's what they wanted. Like you want to criticize other people for their lifestyle decisions, choices, and stuff, and be so almost sickeningly vocal about it. You know what I mean? Like the videos that are coming out of Akash accusing other people of being cucks and stuff like that. Like it isn't just one, and it's just like the way he has this like level of pride in his voice. I don't think like it's genuine. I think it's like he's projecting, if you will, and this has been an ongoing thing between him and this fucking cunt for like longer than we known, because like think about the level of indoctrination you got to get on a man where you're basically tearing him down on a near weekly if not daily basis, and the videos that are coming out about all the shit that you said aren't doing him any more favors. And despite all of that, and his friends trying to comfort him, console him, all of that, you still have the nerve to like open your mouth, and your stupid friend is opening her cunt mouth, and it's just, dude, like the brown race, it's a write off, dude. It's a write off. First, you cuck out for the Muslims. You let them come in your country, take over, pretend like that's your part of your culture because you're too much of a bitch to fight back. You can point the finger at me, right? A man who actually wants to fight, but you can't actually fight against the Muslims, now can you? No, because you're a weak ass bitch, right? But they'll kill you, and you'll accuse me of whatever, or just make fun of me constantly. But they'll kill you, rape your women, take your country, this, that, right? And you think the Sikhs are any better? Nah, they're way worse, because it's like not only are they cucks in the sense of like they cuck out to the Pakis just like the Hindus do, giving up their women to the Pakistanis for like land, resources, this and that, right? But they also have share the same bloodline. They're Muslim blood, so they want to rape kids. They want to like do all this like stupid terrorist shit. Yeah, here in like Ottawa, they're like waving the Khalistan flag. It's like, how do you say you're a bitch? Oh, I'll post up at a first world country and act tough, then hide behind the police, right? Who will protect me? And they do. Make no mistake, the police do protect the Khalistanis, dude. And sometimes the Sikh guys and the Paki guys jump in with the Khalistanis to like fight against the Hindus and stuff, and to paint the Hindus out to be like these like bad people. And I'm like, I'm not trying to say that like they're perfect, far from it. But like man, like think about who the aggressor is here. It's the Sikhs. They want this Khalistan land, and what do they gain from their Khalistan? Oh, I'll tell you what they'll gain. One, they want to differentiate themselves from the Hindus, like all the garbage, all like the crime and stuff that happens in mainland India, despite the fact that they do the exact same thing, if not worse. Like I live out in Brampton, like these guys are all about like fucking tossing garbage and just being like fucking the most trash, like repulsive ass people. Because as much as you'd hate them for being that way, like that is the norm in their country, and the fact that they can't escape from it says everything you need to know about that. Like it isn't something that you can argue, oh, you could go to the melting pot of these first world countries and you'll give up these bad habits. Nah, man. Like it's just like Nav, this guy on this like fucking show. He's talking about like, oh, I'm a hustler. I only scam a little bit. Yeah, shut the fuck up, dog. Shut the fuck up. Like I'm tired of this bullshit race of people who have the fucking nerve to pretend that their behavior is endearing when it's not. It's not, dude. Do you like getting scammed? No. Do you like hearing about or seeing children getting molested or possibly like sexually assaulted? No. Do you like people, publicly urinating and defecating? No. Do you like people, stealing from food banks? And then that's if that was just it, right? And nobody knew about it. It was just like, okay, this brown guy or a bunch of brown guys went in there, took some food from the food bank, and that was it. Okay, fine. I think less of you, but I don't really care. The guy puts a fucking video out. Hey guys, let me show you how I went to the food bank and got free food. Ah! And he's like smiling. I'm like, how much of a fucking idiot do you have to be to do something like that? It's like me. I go to a fucking bank. I'm like live streaming, fucking webcam. Hey guys, guess what? I'm gonna go rob this bank. I'll show you how to do it. It's so dumb. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Yo, check this out. I'm gonna heat myself up by taking this torch and putting it in this like can of gasoline. Watch me do it. And the worst part about it is it's coming out that like all these Tim Hortons that are getting like owned by these fucking specifically Punjabis, right? They're getting owned by these fuckers. They're getting desperate to stay in the fucking country. There's this one where this guy was trying to get married off. This like teenager, like I think she was like 17, not even like 18 years, like 17-year-old girl, and they're trying to get her married off to this like old ass Sikh guy just to stay in the country. And it's so funny because there was another report, and this was recent, right? There's this old ass Sikh guy, and there's like this funniest picture taken of him and shit. He looks. This is the thing I love about them. They look so conspicuous with each other. Like you can't really tell one fucking Punjabi apart from the other, and they pride themselves on that. We're like a swarm of fucking worthless ass people here to rape kids. And what did he do? Okay, I want to take some pictures. He's hanging out in the smoking area of a high school, which if you've been to like certain high schools, sometimes they have that, right? And like as he's taking the picture, like these two girls agree to, right? He's putting their hands around it. He doesn't want to let go. He wants to take another picture. It's just like, get the fuck out of here. And then they report him to the office, and it's just like, yeah, another fucking pedophile, another fucking day, another fucking drop of fucking water out of the raining sky, man. Like, you gotta like give it up to at least the younger crowds for the like not just like enduring this fucking level of like suffering and ignorance that the older generations thrust upon them, but like being so resilient against it. Because like for me, if this was happening to me in my generation, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I'm gonna snap. Can you imagine like guys who are much older than like your classmates, this and that, are just constantly coming up to girls that and trying to accost them and shit. Meanwhile, you got your backpack on, she has her backpack on, you're walking home or you're walking to school or whatever, and it's just a never-ending like sea of fools, from the Punjab, Pakistan area, which like we can't help but like not only sum them together but like call them out on their behavior, because as bad as we have it here in Canada and like the trucking fatalities in America and stuff like obviously I'm not trying to gloss over that. I'm just trying to say like as bad as we have it here in Europe it's so fucking worse. It's so much fucking worse. Because you just don't want to have like a fucking majority not only voting in elections but like on your police force and stuff, just being corrupt ass, individuals repping for their own race of people. Because even if they have a webcam on them, even if like they're supervised and shit like that, like the cops will always trust their own over anybody else, and that's why they, you see a lot of Sikh guys. Like you'll see like a crime report out of York region, and you see this turban ass Sikh, and they're like, "The fuck, dog." I know for a fact that like the majority of people who live in Bathurst area, like the what do you call it? The Major Mackenzie is basically the origin point of the precinct and shit. Major Mac and like Bathurst, and I know that area. It's mostly fucking white, dude. I used to work there and shit. And the fact that like I think it's also like the idea that not everybody wants to be a police officer, so it's just like if the opportunity arises for them to basically, become the de facto pedophile concubine, law that tries to like impregnate like teenage girls and shit. Of course they're gonna do it, but they can't win because it's like there was this like ad that came out. Well, not ad, like this video that came out on YouTube about these guys showing off a mosque, which was it used to be a church, and I'm like, I looked at his face, and I'm like, how can you make a girl like you? Like she's not. You fucked yourself over in your entire stupid ass race.